Welcome to AutoCAD online tutorial presented by BIMLABS Engineering Services Private Limited. BIMLABS is an authorized Autodesk learning partner. I'm Shyam Krishnan and I work as a technical engineer at BIMLABS Engineering Services Private Limited. This is my email ID. You can contact me. And today in this tutorial video, I'm going to speak about external reference in AutoCAD. In AutoCAD, you can import drawings in a way that keeps the imported drawings independent of the current drawing. This type of file is known as external reference or XREF. Attached XREFs are linked to the model space of a specified drawing file. Changes made to the reference drawings are automatically reflected in the current drawing when it is open or if the XREF is reloaded. So by using the reference drawings, you can coordinate your work with the work of others by referencing other drawings in your drawing to keep up with the changes being made by other designers. Also, you can ensure that the most recent version of the recent drawing or the reference drawing is displayed, as each reference drawing is automatically reloaded when you open the drawing. In addition, you can keep the names of layers, dimensioning styles, text styles, and other named elements in your drawing separate from those in the reference drawing. Then you can also merge the attached reference drawings permanently with your current drawing when the project is complete. So in simple words, the basic use of XREF is that we reference our current drawing with some other external drawing. For example, during the time we prepare a structural drawing, we may require to refer the architecture plan to locate the positions of columns. So in that case, we can import the architecture plan as XREF and locate the positions of columns with reference to the imported architecture plan. Okay, so now let's see how we can use the external references. So this is a drawing. This is a sample floor plan, and I have kept this open. So now I am opening a new drawing, and I'm going to prepare a structural layout here now. Okay. So to locate the positions of columns, I'm going to make use of the sample floor plan. To link the sample floor plan, I'm using the command XREF. So I am entering XREF in the keyboard or else XR. These are the commands for XREF. And when I click on enter, you can see the palette has appeared. So this is the XREF palette. And in that, here is an option known as attach DWG. So if I drop down that, you can see many options here like attach DWG, attach image, attach DWF, attach BGN, attach PDF, etc. So right now I'm using attach DWG. So when I click on that, they are asking me to select a reference file. So like I said, I'll be making use of the sample floor plan as a reference for my structure layout. So I'm selecting this. And when I click on open, you can see a new palette has appeared. So this is the attached external reference palette. So here you can see the name of the file that we have selected has been displayed. Also, the reference type can be mentioned, which can be attachment or overlay. Then the scale has been mentioned. So you can set the scale accordingly. Also the insertion point where you want to insert the drawing to. So if you do not want to change any of these default settings, just click on OK. And now you can see this is the XREF file or the reference. So I'm just placing it somewhere randomly like this. So you can see this is the reference XREF. So after that, when I go to some drawing tool, like I said, this is a structural drawing. So I'm going to this drawing tool over here. So I'm selecting a rectangle. And if I come to this corner here, you can see I can pick the points. So I am drawing a rectangle over here like this. So once I have completed drawing this rectangle, I'm going to provide a hatch pattern for that. I'm selecting this over here and I'm providing solid hatch pattern. And like this, I have provided a hatch pattern. So similarly, you can draw anything by making this main drawing a reference to your current drawing. Now, I'm going back to my main file, that is sample floor plan. So here you can see this is our main file, and you can see I have added some layers for the drawing. like doors, exterior walls, interior walls, text, windows. So I have added some layers in the main file. So in the XREF file or XREF file, I'm coming to that. And if I check the layers over there, the same layers are visible over here. Okay. So I'm going to make one of these layer active and draw something. So let's say I'm making this layer doors active. For that, I'm clicking on that. Now you can see a message has appeared. The selected layer cannot be made the current layer. The following layers cannot be made the current layer. That is XREF dependent layers and frozen layers. So that means that we cannot make any layer in the XREF as our current layer. And for that, I'm going to show you something else. Again, I'm entering the command XREF. And in the palette, here you can see this is our sample floor plan. That means the XREF being loaded. So I'm right clicking it. And here you can see there is an option known as bind. So if I click on this bind option, you can see two different options have been asked, bind or insert. So if I choose insert, the XREF will become a block like this. So I'm using this bind over here and then clicking on OK. Now you can see the XREF has become highlighted. And if I check the layers now, you can see all the layers are here. And I'm making this doors layer active. So I'm selecting that. And if I try to draw something using that layer, you can see now it appears. So this is the use of bind. I hope it's clear. Since we have added the bind property over here, you can see that the XREF dependent property is lost now. That means if I again enter the command XREF, and if I check the palette, you can see the sample floor plan. It's not available now. The XREF file, it's not available now because we have already binded it. We need to bring the layers in our sample floor plan or the main file to our current drawing. And at the same time, we want to retain the XREF dependent property of this file. So to make both of these happen, we use another command. Before showing the command, I have once again made the sample floor plan as an XREF to our current drawing. And after that, I'm entering the command xbind this time. So when I click on enter, you can see this is the window that appears. And here in the XREF column, here you can see this is our XREF file, sample floor plan. And if I click on this plus sign, you can see the list of XREF currently attached to this drawing. And here you can see there is log, diamond style, then layers, then line type, text styles. So we can add whichever we want to bind to our current drawing without making the XREF dependent property lost. So right now, here you can see I have chosen the option layers, and here all the layers are visible. And right now I am only choosing the doors and text, these two layers, and adding over to the right side, that is definitions to bind. And after that, I'm clicking on OK. Now you can see the XREF property is not lost. Again, if I drop down the layers and if I select the doors and text layers over here, they will be active. Because here you can see there is a dollar sign between the words or the text. So that dollar sign appeared because it can now be used as a current layer. And this is because we have used the command xbind. So I'm clicking on this door layer. And if I try to draw something, you can see it has become active layer. And also we have not closed the properties of XREF. So this is all about xbind. Now we will be learning about another command known as xclip. So imagine that we only want a particular portion of the XREF to be visible. So for that, I'll be using the command xclip. So I'm entering the command. And now you can see they are asking me to select the objects. So I'm selecting the XREF and I'm clicking on enter. Now you can see they are asking me to generate a new boundary. So I'm clicking on new boundary option over here. Now here after that, I'm going to create a rectangular boundary. For that, I'm clicking on rectangular option over there. And they have asked me to specify the first corner. So I'm specifying this point as the first corner and I end it over here. And once I click on the other end, you can see the XREF is visible only in that selected region. And this is a element that we have made in our current drawing. So that's visible. Only the extra gets hidden except the portion that we have selected. And to invert it back, I need to enter the command XREF again. And I need to select the object. And after that, I need to click on enter. And here there is an option to turn off the XREF. So when I turn it off, you can see it has become normal. So I'm going back to my main file. That is the sample floor plan over here. So I have opened it and I'm making a change in that. Let's say I'm drawing a rectangle over here like this. And after that, I'm just saving the file. Now, if I go back to my current drawing, you can see a message over here that is external reference file has changed. So they have given me an option to reload the sample floor plan. And if I click on that, the change in the extra will also appear here. And right now I'm closing this and I'm going to the external reference palette over here. And here there is an option known as refresh. So if I drop down it, here you can see there is reload all references. So I'm clicking on that. And you can see the change has appeared in the extra portion. Now I'm going to add a change to our current drawing. For that, I'm choosing this circle option over here. And I'm drawing a circle over here like this. And I'm going to save this file. Let's say I'm saving this file as B4. Now I'm opening another drawing and I'm going to XREF our project B4 into this. For that, I'm going to the external reference palette over here. Then in attach DWG, I'm choosing the file B4 and I'm clicking on open. You can see the XREF has appeared. Now, if I go to a main file, you can see the changes we have made in that along with the changes in our current drawing or the previous drawing before has appeared in this drawing, in this new drawing. So imagine I only want the changes that I have made in the, or I only want the B4 file to be over here as XREF. I don't want the sample floor plan to be here. So for that, I'm going back to the file B4. And in that, going back to the external reference file, this is our XREF. I'm right clicking on it. And here there is an XREF type. And I'm changing it to overlay now. Previously, when we inserted, we have made it attached. So now this time I'm going to change it to overlay. And I'm clicking on overlay. Now, if I save this over here and go back to drawing 6, you can see they have mentioned that the external reference file has changed. So I'm reloading it by clicking over this. Now you can see only what is present in our new drawing. So in the new drawing, we have already created a circle. So that's only visible in this. Now finally, we will learn another command known as ncopy. So let's see what ncopy is. So right now, this is our drawing before, and we have made the main drawing or sample floor plan as an XREF over here like this. So if we want to copy some elements from the XREF, I use the command ncopy. So I'm entering the command ncopy and I'm clicking on enter. Now they are asking me to select the objects to be copied. So let's say I'm selecting this stair lines, these two lines over here. Select the lines or elements that you require. So let's say I'm just selecting these much elements. And now I'm clicking on enter. Now they are asking me to specify a displacement point or multiple base point. So they ask me to specify one of those. So I'm just clicking on displacement. Now you can see it's moving like this. So I can place it somewhere. And if I want to copy it to that same position where the XREF is, I just need to enter at the rate in the command area and I need to click on enter. So now the copied objects are over here. And to check that, I'm going to the external reference and I am unloading the XREF. So now you can see this is the copied elements. So this is the use of ncopy. Well, that's the end of this tutorial video. And in the next video, we'll be talking about another topic. If you do not want to miss our next video, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now. And thanks for watching.